fried steak, baked potato, broccoli, and chicken fried steak, baked potato, broccoli, and chicken fried steak.
So let's get started on this chicken fried steak meal. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my potato. I already washed it. I'm gonna poke it a few times with a fork because we're gonna put it in the microwave. You need to poke it. If you don't do this, it'll explode and it's not fun, scary. Sounds like a gun going off in your house. You don't want that. So that's our potato. Okay. Then we're gonna set it on a plate. Microwave it for about. This is a big potato. I'm gonna do 7 minutes. Actually, halfway through, I'm gonna flip it, and then after that, flip it halfway. If it still feels really hard, I'll add maybe another 30 seconds or so. It depends on the size of your potato, but around 6-7 minutes is usually a good start. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and cut up this broccoli crown that I got. Set it aside. Hopefully I don't get the broccoli everywhere. Oh, I kind of did. I don't want any of that stem really. I mean, I like the stem, but it's really hard to, it takes a long time to cook it. I'm trying to get this done in under 30 minutes. This is a weeknight meal. This is school night.
School night.
So,
Eating the meal.
Other thing I need for the broccoli, I'm gonna cut up a clove of garlic. I'm just gonna slice this up really thin. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we're gonna fry this up in some olive oil, red pepper flake. It's really good. It's really easy to make. So now that we're done cutting up everything for this dish, basically, put this to the side. We don't need it right now.
We're done already.
We're done with that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to making our chicken fried steak. Get our stuff together. Let's go ahead and put our flour down. I don't know what that is. It's about close to a quarter cup. Maybe a little bit more. I like to put a little bit on the side, out of the way, and not in the middle, and I'll show you why in a second. And then we'll put a little bit of I'm using Creole seasoning, a little bit of that in it, and a little bit of salt-free garlic and herb seasoning, because I think it goes really well with this. Now let's get our panko down. I got some panko, and it's apparently pre-seasoned with like some Italian seasonings, I think, and like Parmesan cheese, which is weird, but it actually.
I didn't know it was, but I bought it.
It's really good though. So, and when we put this down, like lay out a layer and put some on the side. Let's get our egg going in this bowl. And now put a little. I got a little over a cup of milk. It's a cup and a quarter, I think, because I'm going to use this to make the gravy too. I just need to pour a little bit out of here, like a splash or so. This is an easier thing to pour out of than the gallon, so that's why I used it this time. And just whisk it together. Alright, now it's time to season our steaks. These are manager's special today, so that means I gotta eat them right now. So, before they go bad. So let's go ahead and open them up. I'm gonna use my left hand to pick them up and shake with my right hand because I'm right-handed. Season both sides with some of this. This is pretty salty, this seasoning, Creole seasoning. So, if I can open this with one hand. And now a little bit of garlic and herb. For this one, that's good enough. Flip it over, we'll do the other side. We're not shy with seasonings here. So, this looks like a lot of seasoning. It's not. It's good like this. Do this with the other steak now. But, okay, those are seasoned pretty well now. We're going to move into our seasoned flour and stir that around a little bit. Put it onto the flour like that, push it down, and take a little bit of that flour that I left on the side, spread it out like that, flip it over, shake off the excess. We're going to do the other side, just like that, pressing it down. So you're pretty evenly coated, and then shake off the excess because that's not our outside layer. So we're going to shake that off, dip it in the egg. Try to not get your fingers in it, because you'll get all gluey hand, and then try to get off excess egg and milk. We then throw the breadcrumbs on the side on top, spread them around, and then probably need a little more breadcrumb in here. Push it down, flip, get the other sides a little better. And that's basically it. So now we're gonna bread our second one. Try not to get meat hands on this. Need a little bit more of this. Oh, I didn't check the freaking potato because I freaking got lost. Well, whatever. Just leave it. You don't have to flip it if you don't want. All right, it's not done yet. So should have flipped it earlier, but we're gonna go ahead and add a minute and a half. It should be done by then. Let's go ahead and finish breading this other one.
Chicken fried, chicken fried, chicken fried, chicken fried.
Okay. Basically want to coat them both pretty well. We want all those crunchy bits. They're delicious. You just leave that in there. It should be done by now. We're going to leave it in there while we cook the air fryer. It'll still kind of steam in there. Let's get our air fryer plugged in and going. I'm going to go ahead and spray the inside of this pretty well so it doesn't stick. Cancel that. Let's put these on. Try to lay them out where they don't touch and there's some spaces on the sides so the air fryer can do its best. They're kind of touching here, but that'll work. Yeah, that's pretty good. And now we're going to spray the top. Yeah, I know this looks unhealthy, but really it's a lot less oil than you would use. Yeah. So it's better. Now let's go ahead and usually you warm the thing up for a few minutes, but I've been getting lazy and not doing that, the air fryer without something in it, and it seemed to turn out fine. So set this for 12 minutes, 13 minutes, and I'll check it at about 10 minutes, and then we'll flip it over. And we'll check it in 7 minutes, and I'll flip it over 7 or 8 minutes. Well, that's going. That big potato should be fine up there. I can check it, make sure the microwave's not broken. Potato's good. All right. It might be a little slightly underdone. This one's a really hard potato, but it's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and make the gravy now, since that takes probably the most amount of time. Normally you measure your oil that goes in this gravy, but I usually don't. So I'm just gonna. That's good enough. Normally, actually, when you make this, since we're making an air fryer, it's so loud when you like. Actually, when you make this in the air fryer, normally when you don't make an air fryer, you take the drippings and like the same oil and drain out most of the oil to make your gravy in that. But this works too. So we're just gonna heat this up. Go ahead and sprinkle. This isn't hot yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle some flour in it anyways. It's about probably 1/8 of a cup or less. I need to stir it up first to see what we got. You want to use about equal parts flour and oil if you're going to be technical, but. And we're going to cook this for a few minutes. Basically just cook this until it's slightly off-white, I guess, a couple minutes. We want to cook out the raw flour flavor. That's not good to eat. So can't use that. That's not tasty. That's probably can't use that either.
Oh my god.
The other one, we're going to turn on this one at about 6. Pour a little bit of oil in here. Olive oil.
So you use canola oil or vegetable oil on the other end, you use olive oil?
Olive oil tastes weird in a gravy. I wouldn't use it.
So you use olive oil for the broccoli? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could use canola as well in that if you want, for vegetable.
Okay.
You could also use butter in your roux over here. Or you can use bacon grease or whatever you have, but vegetable oil works fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw my broccoli in. I'm doing it different this time. I'm gonna throw just a little bit of water. I don't have a, should just got a cup. Okay, that's enough. All right, go ahead and turn that up. Put the lid on it. Like that, we're gonna steam. This is like kind of how you cook like gyoza or something. It's like a steam fry thing. And all right, this flour looks pretty, it's not raw anymore, so that's good to go. Let's dump our milk in. I'm not gonna use all of it right now. I may not need all of it. We'll see how thick it gets in a second, and I might have to add more milk. It'll start thickening in a minute. The milk has got to get warmed up. Try to break up those chunks of roux. Just let it sit. It can kind of boil. People say not to do that, but I ain't those people. I don't care. It doesn't hurt it if it boils the milk. Maybe a little more. Just let it sit and heat up. Alright, let's check on our broccoli. It's already starting to turn bright green. You see that? Should have cut up that one a little bit more. That's a big piece. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, just keep letting it go. We can add our garlic right now, probably. It'll be alright. Sprinkle it in. Maybe a little more oil. Looks like all our olive oil got absorbed. So I don't want our garlic to burn, so just a little bit more. Olive oil's good for your heart, it's fine. It's good for you. And a little bit of red pepper flakes. Or a lot of bit of red pepper flakes. Alright, this looks like it's already too thick. I probably need more milk, so I'm going to turn it down. See, it's already kind of turned into like a paste. Turn that one down a little bit. Alright, what's the time on that? 4 minutes? Just check.
Oh, that one, that was 4.
Alright, we're going to check on it. Slide this off, because you don't have to do this part, but I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't keep thickening. It's getting a little too thick right now, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more milk. That'll be alright sitting there. I'm going to check on this now. See, those are looking pretty brown already. So I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. This side isn't as brown. They're not super hot, but you could use a spatula or something if you want. And then I'm going to spray that side with a little more oil. And then we're going to put it back in. Let it go. Maybe add another minute. Let's do 4 more minutes on that. And then let's put our gravy back on.
Can you move the gravy off so it didn't burn while you were doing that?
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm trying to do everything as fast as possible. Yeah. Alright. See, it's not wanting to mix very well. Just give it a second. That milk will get mixed in. This is something you can do if your gravy gets too thick from sitting. Like if you already finished it and you let it sit and it gets too thick, you can add a little bit of water or extra milk to it, and you see it won't mix at first, but like heat it up a little bit and then it'll start mixing in. Just keep stirring it. Make sure we don't get any burn bits. That garlic's really getting done there. I'm going to dump just a tiny bit of water in here. And put the lid back on it, like we've been doing. That'll get up any bits. Go ahead and turn it off. It's done. This I can turn down. That'll be fine by itself. It'll be done by the time that's up. Yeah, see? Gravy's looking alright now. Might have to add a little bit of water in a minute, or milk, a little extra milk to thin it out, but it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and season it now. This is taboo amongst some people, but I'm going to put a little garlic powder in it. I think it's good. I don't care what you think. A little bit of garlic powder. Cayenne. Gotta have cayenne in like everything. Makes it look a little bit. Oh, that's... okay. Hopefully that's not spicy. Turn that off. Pepper. And pepper. Lots of pepper. This is in the way. Alright, just oh, that worked. That really worked.
That worked, yeah.
Oh my god. That thing is not good. Lots of pepper.
We need a real one at some point.
Lots of pepper. This is like empty. I should have filled it up. And salt. Need salt. Pinch or two of salt. And then that's it for gravy.
It's all gravy.
It's kind of, that stuff kind of sticks together, that cayenne and stuff, so kind of keep mixing it until it breaks up. I'm going to add a little bit more milk while this sits here, so I have it, and it'll thin it out slightly. And there. That's more the consistency you want. See how it's a little...
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's really hot, so that milk is already incorporated. It's not going to be cold and like separated. Let me give it a taste. It's pretty good. I want more pepper though. See if I can get some more pepper out of here. Yay, I can. Take that off. That's good. Alright, our air fryer is almost done.
How did you know that the broccoli needed a little bit more water?
Because the garlic and stuff is starting to get a little overdone. I can tell by it's getting a little brown. I don't want that as much. Some of it got brown. So I put water in it and put the lid back on so that it would steam it, and the broccoli will quit frying on the bottom.
Okay.
Let's check on this. Those look pretty good.
There's a shot over here, yeah.
Maybe do another minute on this side. Maybe do like another minute on this side.
I got it.
I'm gonna do like another minute on this
Okay.
side just to crisp it up a little bit. I'm gonna turn it up to 400, get it real brown real fast. But that's basically it. You just made everything you need to make in like 30 minutes-ish. Oh, potato, I forgot about the potato.
Oh yeah, you go check that.
It's kind of been drying out in here since I made it a long time ago. But it doesn't look as good as a baked potato out of an oven, but man, it's like way faster. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna turn this off. This is probably good. I don't know how to use this thing very well apparently. Just unplug
I
it.
guess it doesn't draw that much power. It
Well.
didn't spark.
I don't know. I always unplug it. Probably shouldn't do that, I guess. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and plate my potato. I need a knife, which I moved everything. I'm gonna do the potato first since it's been sitting here in the microwave ready for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Saying eat me. See? Potato's done. See that? Just go ahead and
Yeah.
it doesn't have to look perfect. See, it kind of falls apart when it's microwave, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Before you put your butter in, I'm gonna put some salt. A little bit of salt. Pepper. Throw, it's about a tablespoon or so. Maybe a tablespoon and a half, I don't know. Butter, you can use as much or less as you want. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the broccoli stuff in here. Get some of that garlic in there. Okay. Let's get out one of these steaks, or both. This plate's kind of small. Yeah, those are a little more brown, but it's okay. Let's get the big one. Put it right here. Normally I use both of them because I'm fat and I like eating a lot. These are only like 3.5 ounces each or something, so it's really.
They're not super big. It looks like it came out way crispier today than the last time I saw it.
Did I show you the one when I tried this last time?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, that's what this one looked like. Trying to get it look decent, but it's kind of hard. This plate's not big enough. All right, whatever. Gravy time. Gravy's not as thin as I wanted. It thickened up a little more. That's fine. Let's go ahead and spoon it on. This is something I like. Oh, got it on the broccoli. I like doing this, actually. It's like mashed potatoes with the gravy on it. It's freaking awesome. I'm just going to put all of it. Excess gravy. Looks nasty. Tastes delicious. That's the name of my channel.
It doesn't look nasty.
There. Excess
It's
gravy.
just smothered.
There you go.
Alright.
Maybe move it around a little bit. I'm
Alright,
painting
we're-
with
we're-
Just had the best chicken fried 'cause the food was time you gotta make it right.
I'm here talking to. I'm here for
emotional support.
emotional support and entertainment.
I've been waiting to eat this for like a long time and I'm starving.
I
so
got sparkling pomegranate flavored juice beverage blend.
you
I
can
don't know
probably
what this
see
is.
with mine, I'm drinking a glass of milk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and start eating because I'm starving to death. Well,
Yeah.
I ate like earlier today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's kind of hardened up.
racing to
a little
do all this.
bit. It's kind of gravy, kind of hardened up. This
Oh
time.
man, it looks way better than last time we saw it.
Told you.
So, backstory.
Mm.
He made this earlier this week. We were testing some other camera modes, and we didn't put that one up because we were just testing it out. And then he made it again, like the next day, and now he waited 2 days, and now he's making it again. Oh,
And I also bought some more of them and I froze them so I can make them next some other time.
So, chicken fried steak is pretty much like
It's cooled off, but oh my god.
like we used to eat this all the time when we were kids.
It's good. It's like we ate it a lot if we like went out and ate somewhere more than at home. We'd make it at home sometimes, but it's a lot of work to make. It's usually messy. Air fryer made it way easier to make.
But anyway,
The batter's kind of got soggy sitting here, but you can hear the part that doesn't have very
yeah,
good.
I mean, this looks like
I got a little overdone.
there's a
it.
place when we went to college called AQ Chicken, and that looks like AQ Chicken's chicken. They
Oh, yeah.
called it like chicken over the coals or whatever. That's
Yeah.
what it looks
Yeah,
like.
they like fried it and then grilled it.
Was that how that worked?
Yeah, over like coals, like charcoal.
And it tasted like charcoal. It was really good. Why did you choose this? Why is this the meal the meal de week, the meal du jour of the week?
Meal du jour de week.
I think I'll have that.
I don't know what week is in It's French. So.
I don't know either.
I don't know. This is something you can get restaurants up here to make it. Like where we live, we're not really in the South anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like diners and stuff kind of make this. Cracker Barrel, I guess, makes it.
Yeah.
But theirs is good. But like, I don't want to go to Cracker Barrel. It's like it takes forever to go there. Like every time
It
you
takes
go,
like 3 hours. Yeah.
it's like a whole half day thing. This is a weekday. This is a weekday meal I made in less than like 30 or 45 minutes, start to finish. That was the point of this video I was trying to show you. Is you can, if you got all your stuff out, you set and you go. I even forgot stuff as you see in the video while I was making.
Oh, did you tell him about the salt and?
No, not yet.
Okay.
This broccoli, I didn't put any seasoning on it in the video. I put salt and pepper on it after we turned off the cameras because I forgot.
As I was moving cameras, he's like, I put this on here, I forgot.
But that's just a quick little side. You can use whatever small green vegetable you want. You just got to get it cooked through. You can use green beans. You can use snow peas, I guess, if you have them. I don't know who bought it. I can see my hand over there.
What do I do with my hands?
Like, I do this with kale, actually. I do the same technique with kale.
Yeah, you do.
Except with kale, I don't have to. I can put the garlic in first in the oil with the red pepper flakes and then throw the kale in and just like stir it up. And usually the broccoli or the garlic won't get too brown because the kale has a lot of water and it cooks down really fast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is a simple. This looks like a lot of stuff to make in a weeknight, but I've been making this on a weeknight, especially this week 3 times now, at under 45 minutes every time. Mm-hmm. And this was with recording. It was like 40 minutes less than that with recording, which takes extra time. Like you can totally make all this. This is a big portion. I wouldn't serve this to just one person. I have.
This is a Hungry Boys meal.
But this is like 8/10. This is like half a pound of meat, which is a lot for one meal. But this is America, so this is what we do.
This is America.
But like seriously, this is really cheap and easy and fast, especially with the air fryer. Like I hated making this on the stovetop because it took a little longer because you had to heat up a bunch of grease on the stove, or you can just use a little bit, I guess. But it's still, you got to heat it up.
Grease.
And then
in a pan?
Yeah. And
then
to
fry it.
To fry it. And then
then you get all the crumbs and stuff, right?
Then it just makes a giant mess in the oil, and you got to throw the oil away, like unless you strain it and clean it.
Difficulty-wise, fairly easy, I guess. If you battering it, then you just put it in there. I would say the hardest thing when I was watching you is trying to get it all coordinated together at the same time, so it all comes out somewhat together. I would say if this is your first time doing like a multi-course or multi-dish plate or whatever, that might be a little challenging to get everything to come out together.
That's why I was trying. I'm gonna make this one video.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to show you how you can do it all and then take like the same.
Yeah.
There's no like waiting. You just move between, basically.
Mm-hmm. All right. Substitutions, I don't think... you said you could substitute the green. You could do a different type of green.
You could not do a potato. I mean, you could just...
You could use tater tots instead of a potato.
Throw them in the oven or whatever that says to heat those up. Rice, out of a rice maker or something.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much just make what he made. You could do you could do different greens, you could do different potato, but... Did you say what kind of meat it was you bought?
This is a cube steak, is what they call it here. It's like, it might be called top round cube steak, but when you buy it, or a Swiss cut, some places call it, I think. I think that's what they call it some places. It'll be like a roundish, kind of flat piece of meat. It looks like it's got all kinds of weird little like divots in it. It kind of looks like a patchwork of like cuts in it. That is the kind of meat you want. It's called different things in different places, but...
And it's
tenderized. That's been put through a machine that like cuts, like puts holes in it, and tenderizes it.
I'm assuming there's going to be people out there that watch this that never had chicken fried steak before. But chicken fried steaks.
It looks like the steak on the inside.
But its texture it's not going to be like steak that you've had. It's like grilled steak. It's going to be a little bit different. It's like tougher.
Slightly, yeah. It could be depends what they made it out of. If it's already tenderized for you, can actually buy a machine and tenderize it yourself.
Oh, that's true.
You can get whatever cut of meat you want and do that. Sometimes, this is actually somewhat tender. Like I could cut this with a fork if I wanted.
Rating wise, I know he says he's going to get rid of his rating, but like I don't know. Rating difficulty wise and rating like best meal you've ever had wise. What do you think?
I think difficulty, if you're not used to the timing stuff, I put this at like mid-easy, between easy and medium. Medium is like what we made in the last video, the gumbo is like medium to medium high because that you can really mess up the roux. So I'll put that at medium high.
Okay.
This is a medium around medium if you're not used to the timing. If you can time stuff okay and get it going, I'd put it like mid-easy to easy. It's really not that hard because the timing's the most difficult thing. It's not, the breading isn't hard. Like if you've never done it, it's really not very hard. Potato, you just literally poke, throw in the microwave, and flip it. Like I just forgot to. If you flip it halfway through, it actually I didn't have to. You don't have to add time normally. It seems to cook more evenly that way, but it turned out fine.
Oh yeah, rotating a potato. I forgot we didn't do that. Yeah.
And the broccoli stuff or like your side vegetable, that's not hard to do at all. Like just saute the broccoli. This broccoli is kind of broccoli takes a little longer to cook. I think most people don't cook it all the way at most restaurants. If you get it, I don't think they don't cook it enough.
No, they don't.
You could throw it in there and then let it cook longer than I did before I threw the garlic in there. Because the garlic started getting brown, so I put more water in and then put the lid on again. But the steaming thing I showed you, if you can do that, it makes it a lot faster to cook than instead of just sauteing it. Like if you just saute it in oil, it'll take a while to cook.
That is one thing that bothers me about restaurants where you're doing, particularly if you're getting like a vegetable plate or whatever. They don't cook the freaking stimmy stuff long enough, and you're just like, I'm not a rabbit. All right, is there anything else that we didn't cover about this recipe, about this meal?
I don't think so. This is like a 45-minute meal. We gave you 30-minute meals. That's already taken.
Like you're gonna love this meal, I promise you. Like
I'm about to fall asleep.
I mean, this is a serious meal.
Make it. Like seriously, make this. I say this every time almost, but like if you like chicken fried steak, you've never had chicken fried steak, and you think you might want to try it, check this out and do it. I think it's really easy to do. Like I did it. It's not that hard. I threw in the air fryer. The air fryer took care of it. You can just do the chicken fried steak and the gravy. You don't have to do the rest of it.
Imagining you take all this stuff and you just cram it in the air fryer. Just like take it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come out the same way. You have to do things to make it happen. You can't just put it in there.
Just pray to the air fryer gods. Appease the air fryer gods.
You gotta put your
you must give sacrifice to the air fryer.
Sacrifice out to the. All right, so go watch your other stuff. We've got burritos. We got ultimate vegetarian burritos. If you didn't like meat, go watch that. We got
the vegetarian pizza.
The vegetarian pizza. And we got the same thing with meat. So both
pizza and a veggie pizza.
Same pizzas though. Let us know if there are any other what you would like to see next, because we're up for making any kind of food anywhere from anywhere, whatever it is.
Yeah, give me the name, give me a type of recipe, give me a name. You maybe give me a recipe, give me a video to look at and recreate. I don't care.
If you have a favorite recipe that you and your family make that you would like to see us replicate, tell us what it is.
Yeah, do it. We'll do it. We'll do it anytime.
Right here. We're going to throw down. We're going to throw down right here.
Maybe your favorite recipe is Charlie Kelly's milk steak. I'll try that. I don't care. I'll make it. Just tell me what to make. I'll do it. I'll eat it. I eat anything. I'll eat anything. I mean, look at me. I eat anything at least once, maybe twice.
You can't threaten the audience and tell them anything.
I'm not
tell me what I'm going to make now.
I'm not threatening the audience. I'm just saying I'm down to whatever weird stuff you want to throw at us. I'll make it. Like I'm okay with it.
Selling, you're gonna fight him. I'm ready to fight. We're gonna fight.
It's a food fight.
If you don't tell me what we're gonna make, I'm gonna fight you right here, right now.
Okay. All right. This is long enough. We did 30 minutes, even though it was supposed to be short.
Oh hi! I didn't see you there. Check out this other episode. We got some cool stuff on there. You might be asking yourself, why is he wearing a hamburger? I don't know. I just felt like it today. Hamburger Days. Coming up next.